You missed me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned. Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah, he's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What are we gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Colonies. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
I'm feeling a little bit delicate today, but tomorrow, yeah, then I will try.
Oh, while we're on the subject, did you meet with success in your hunt?
He would take the forest mushrooms and drops them in a big pottery jug. Then all
I hope that is not meant to be my meal.
Well, actually, it's the... You could ask the front back that. He's quite a knowledgeable fella.
They clearly spared no expense here.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sneaky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. It was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
I think he will join us for the hunting on Saturday.
Get up!
But he thinks Friday he will be done.
Where are we going?
Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit.
I have not heard of it. They're a mite on the tardy side to ask it of us at this late juncture, though, aren't they?
What are you looking at, half-breed? You not understand English? That it?
Well, I'm not sure.
Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
I'd heard wedding bells might soon be sounded, and now this.
User joined your channel.
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me.
Please don't hurt me!
Ah, no, thanks. I was in my schnips until quite late last night. I'm feeling a little...
Some young fella...
The ale at the Dragon is tending towards water these days. Not the same since old Fletcher passed.
Well, actually, it's...
Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
In the pine trees back home.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
Really? There's truth in what you say. When I first came here, the old house was falling to many pieces. But since the treatment, there is no more rot.
Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor.
I had not thought of it. You mean the follow field over by the game trail?
Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
I could bring his brother, come to think of it. Well, actually...
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I'm an honest man.
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
Some young fella from Scotland was trying to map it all, but I think he caught a fever and passed. Hope his efforts weren't wasted.
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
His wife's gone into labor.
That does not make things easier. George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
No, thanks. I was in my schnips until quite late last night.
You're serious, aren't you? Tisette is quite diverted.
Well, yes, I used to accompany
Very well.
expeditions as a
But it's going to take some doing.
as far as the waterways would
See, everything hinges on the key I forged. But that loud Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
Really, a half turn clockwise. Nah, I think it was the consumption. Nah, I took a heavy toll throughout that village about 5 or 6 years ago, as I recall. Curse it.
That Bampot, eh? If I caught him anywhere near my horse, I'd give him a scalp at lug he'd not soon forget.
Oh, yes. She makes the most wonderful stews, especially when harvest time is just done and everything is...
All right, scoundrels, back in your cells!
Desist, sir, or the watch shall be summoned.
There's truth in what you say. When I first came here, the old house was falling to many pieces. But since the treatment, there is no more.
I'm not sure one of them will leave. He won't come. His wife's got was a load of cum.
This key is useless.
Something of a philosopher, says he, but he's not so bloody.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
Similar in shade, but not so useful in the application from what I hear. I am no expert.
I'm not a man to forget what's owed me, I assure you.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I'll give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
User in your channel timed out.
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. Ah, but what's done is done.